I think now we are no longer becoming reasonable with our players, to be honest. Because what happened yesterday, it is surprising to many fans coming from them. It is confusing. Sanbonani football lovers. Welcome to PK Sports. Igama lami Mbonga Inkosi. Thembe kuthini kahle. Niyaphila. Danko. Before siye kude, cela ningisize ngokulike nokusubscribe to the channel if awukaka subscribe. But maso subscribe. Danko. Today we're going to discuss about two things. Two players actually. It's Thabo Cele and Ubathusi Aubas. So, according to fans yesterday, Kaizer Chiefs didn't win because of Thabo Cele. I think we have to make a decision from now, Guti. Will we have our favorite players that we will always protect even if they are not doing good, and we'll have players that we'll use as scapegoats? Because according to how I view the game, it might be different from other people. But to be honest, even the man of the match that Lebohang Maboe got, it was controversial. And you don't have to blame him, but the people that chooses him to get these men of the matches. But that confused our fans ukuthi he had a good game compared to Thabo Cele. Mind you, Thabo Cele is the one who had better stats than Umaboe. And Thabo Cele was the one who most of the time was sitting deep, making sure he doesn't allow our back four to be vulnerable. But somehow there's someone or there are people out there saying Kaizer Chiefs, when Thabo Cele is around, Kaizer Chiefs is not doing great, they are not creative going forward. But he was a central defensive midfielder, a CDM. And yet you expect him to be creative while he was allowing Umaboe space and giving him that room to go forward so that he can be able to bring that creative spark to help him to do Shabalala, because there was that traffic in that middle of the park whereby I'd say Umapangule and Kambala made sure Kaizer Chiefs doesn't play that well in that middle of the park. But yet there are people that are blaming him. Look at the passes completed in his box, in his half, in the opponent's half, the accurate long balls, the turnovers. And yet there are people who are blaming him while he was being played as a central defensive midfielder, because I believe they started as a double pivot. It doesn't make sense sometimes, Guti. Yes, it is okay to be used to something that is good. But if that thing is no longer there, don't complain as you usually did before, because I believe, Guti, sometimes you always want to find excuses, want to blame people, especially our players, if things are not going according to how we wanted. That game, it was difficult from the get-go. Isakal, you could tell, no, Kaizer Chiefs here won't have it easy because of the size of the pitch. But there are people blaming Thabo Cele. Thabo Cele, when he was signed for Chiefs, he was signed as a central defensive midfielder. And I believe now the same fate or the same criticism that Ox was getting izohlala kuye uCele, because they always looking for someone to blame. We had players like Abu Yusuf Mart. He was heavily criticized for Kaizer Chiefs not doing great in that middle of the park, while he was sharing a responsibility with a player like Edson Castillo. Just because they know this one is our favorite, this one is not, we have to blame this one. Thabo Cele outsmarted Lebohang Maboe in that game in every way possible from a midfield play. But people are not ready to discuss about that because that's not their favorite play. Yes, he didn't score for Chiefs since he arrived. He haven't registered an assist for Chiefs. But for a player that didn't get regular game time this season to perform the way that he performed, I believe that sometimes we have to let our emotions aside, put them aside, and then focus on what is happening. Because number one, you can't expect the midfield to function while most of the time the game was decided by long balls from our opponents. How will they play? Because all the time amabhola abadlula laphezulu. There's no way ukuthi bazokwazi ukudlala. Even our own players, ama-defenders, mabaphethe ibhola, given Msimao, uyalihlera, cross, uyalihlera. How do you expect a player like Ucele, who's comfortable on the ball, to play if ibhola vele alize kuye? It's all about ukuthi siyalisusa from the danger area. I believe that sometimes we have to decide with, okay, these ones are our favorite players. We won't criticize them. These are not our favorite. We will criticize them because it doesn't make sense now. Because the criticism that he's getting is getting out of hand. And I don't think Guti, we should be doing that. Right now, we should be supporting our players because now there's a mandate that they have to at least, because I believe Guti top 2 is impossible, but to top 3, they don't need that drama that they are getting. Good, no, they are not serious, no. Ulebo Maboy is a player that I believe and I highly rate at Chiefs, but at some point you have to give it to him now his own fair share of a criticism, because when Chiefs want to play the ball, he's always hiding himself, but no one is ready to talk about that because it's Maboy. But because Ucele ngiyashelela kuye, there's no way. Ucele, the reason why he was bought at Chiefs is because of the qualities that he has, but now he finds it difficult to keep it because of what is happening right now. Ubuya kuma injuries, obviously performance wise he will decline, but for the fact that they sacrificed him in order not to play Undlovu because bafuna ukumsavela idaba, that should tell you something about what the coach's mentality is. I believe Guti it was a good decision because that was a high intensity game. Vele bekazoyithola lo card Undlovu bese kuba a red card because bengeke kube lula lapha. The way the teams were playing, you could say Guti it's high intensity football, end to end. Look at putu. But I don't think Ucele deserve Ucele konke lokho akutholayo manje. Then let's move to another topic of Ubathusi Obas. According to Grant Smith and Peter du Toit from Soccer Beat, they said Ubathusi Obas will be a good signing for Kaizer Chiefs. And I know to some people it is because he is a Mamelodi Sundowns player, and it will be said that he's a reject if Kaizer Chiefs sign him. And his contract is coming to an end in June, so it will be up to Mamelodi Sundowns if they renew the contract. But if Kaizer Chiefs had an opportunity, I'd also beg them to let them sign Ubathusi Obas, because in that CDM position, we still need reinforcement. Because depth, it is important. Depth is not the quantity of players that you have. We are talking about quality. Just because you have 40 players, those 40 players don't mean that you have depth. That simply means good to a squad is some players, but the depth is deeper than good a quantity number. It's all about good. If you can, let me make an example, like that game that we played versus Polokwane City. There's no Undlovu. You find another player that can replace Undlovu and still get the same result that you would get with Undlovu. That's what you get from Mamelodi Sundowns. That's what you get from Orlando Pirates. But at Chiefs, it's not like that. It's about the number of players that we have. And the other thing is that others will be against this decision. Let Chiefs sign him because he once rejected Kaizer Chiefs and opted for Mamelodi Sundowns. We tend to forget one thing. In football is business. From players and also the clubs. Emotions are being put aside because they know very well that anything is possible in football. Just like what happened to Paseka Mako. If he knew better, bengeka kwenze lokhu akwenze ukuthi alahlele iflag Kaizer Chiefs phansi while playing for Orlando Pirates. If he knew ukuthi he will end up at Natural. So for Ubathusi Obas naye as a player, he chose Mamelodi Sundowns because he saw ukuthi they are fit for him at that moment, because he had ambitions to achieve something great with the club. And also with the Kaizer Chiefs, he can achieve that. I'm not saying ukuthi Kaizer Chiefs will sign him, but I believe it will be a good signing because even age is still on his side. And the depth it is important for a club whereby they are ambitious of returning back to a continental football. Those inter-club competitions, they are the ones that will make Kaizer Chiefs to make these signings whereby they will strengthen their squad, increasing their depth by getting those quality players because they want to make it as far as Abuma semis, Abu finals, because the more you play regularly in these tournaments, it's the more you familiarize yourself with the standards, and then that's where you have to test yourself and you understand with okay, this is where I have to improve. And a player like Kubatus Obas can help Kaizer Chiefs in such a way he will bring quality and he understands how to play that CTM role because he is a natural CTM. Not Umabo that was converted, but you'll give Umabo that freedom now. If you want to advance whenever he is playing, Aguas with okay, I don't have to worry about my defensive duties. But man, you could see with Agagwazi ukudlala at his level best because always maga advance ayapambili, he has to come back and try ukuthi abe there for that back four. But Tubathusi Obas has experience, has winning mentality. And to add, whereby Guti, if it is undecided, will they renew Conrad Ox or not? So that's what needs to happen. This is a recommendation, it's not an actual signing. But I believe Guti, he will be a great signing for Kaizer Chiefs if they opt for that. But that all lies within Mamelodi Sundowns. Will they renew his contract or they'll just let him go? And for Chiefs fans saying no, he's a reject, it doesn't work like that. I believe by now we all understand Kaizer Chiefs' ways of doing things. That's how they do things and there's nothing that can change them. Because we are only supporters and everything that we think about, it's all about us making sure we want what's best for the club. But the decisions that needs to be taken are sportive decisions that need to be taken by Sporting Direct and his board. Okay, these are kind of players that we go for because we know they can bring this and that, and all it comes to one thing. The standard at Chiefs has drastically dropped because of the kind of signings that they are signing and the pattern around those signings. Because someone once said a bench warmer at Pirates, a bench warmer at Sundowns is a starter at Chiefs. Lento le ayivelanga nje yavele yaba khona. It started somewhere. Because the Chiefs used to be there in the hierarchy of South African football. But now, in terms of Abu squad, when it comes to squad on paper, ungabalinganisa nama teams afana nawo Abu Mazulu, Abu TS Galaxy, because in the previous season, the Chiefs was nowhere to be found in terms of competing with the Orlando Pirates and the Mamelodi Sundowns. But now it's like they see okay, we can actually turn things around, but it all lies within what are the things that they are willing to change in order to compete. It's not about you just wish and then it happens. I don't know what do you think about this, but Thabo Cele is not a bad player. He should be loved as like other players that are playing for Kaizer Chiefs. Even if we criticize him, let it not be harsh, but be constructive. But Thusi Obas would be a perfect and a great signing for Kaizer Chiefs if they end up signing him.